What's going on, everybody? It's Azazel, and I got some gameplay that I've kind of edited down a little bit for time constraints and such on the map Havana from Black Ops 1. And I'm going to have kind of a chilled conversation with you guys today about something pretty exciting that happened to me, and I'm going to tie it into something kind of positive for you as well. First and foremost, let me explain a little bit of background here. Some of you may already know that I'm a big movie fan. Some of you may know that I'm a big horror movie fan. I love horror movies. I grew up as a kid watching them. One of the first movies I ever remember watching as a child was Nightmare on Elm Street when I was about 4 years old. And I remember it scaring the hell out of me. And I remember watching other horror movies as a kid when I was way too young to be watching them. I mean, just watching all kinds of horror movies that my parents should not have let me watch those movies, but they did. But I seemed to turn out okay because I managed to figure out the difference between reality and, of course, a movie. But let me go ahead and get to it. So very recently, I found out one of my friends was cast to play a role in a television series that is based on the movie Friday the 13th. Now, for those of you that don't know what Friday the 13th is, shame the fuck on you, go find out. Now, because of that, because my friend being in it, I took a pretty big interest in it. I was like, I kind of want to, get involved in this in some way, maybe give some feedback and stuff. My favorite franchise of movies was Friday the 13th because I love Jason. He always scared me when I was little. Just that hockey mask is frightening. And he was so intimidating, and that giant silent killer. And I always thought that was awesome. So I grew up watching all those Friday the 13th movies and Nightmare on Elm Street movies and stuff like that. Just loved them. And when I heard that he was involved in this, I talked to him a little bit, and I was like, dude, this is pretty awesome, that's pretty badass. Now, I liked the Facebook page for the television series, and I started talking to the director. Now, it's very low budget, of course. I'm not even sure if it'll end up being taken off the ground because of copyright reasons, but still, it seems really cool to be involved with something like that. So I started talking to the director of the show quite a bit and offering my feedback as a fan, as a big fan of horror and a huge fan of Friday the 13th. And he was taking my feedback very seriously, to the point where just a couple of days ago, he asked me if I would like to be a backup writer or a creative consultant for the show. And I was like, holy shit, hell yeah, that would be an incredible fucking experience. Even if it ends up being something that I would never ever want to do again, it's a really awesome experience to be involved with that. Who wouldn't want to be involved with a television series in some way, like maybe you just get to be on the set or something. That more than anything excites me, to see how things are made. So I'm going to go this weekend, and I'm going to go on set where they're filming, and I'm going to talk to them. And I'm going to check it out, and I'm going to try to get involved. I told them I'd love to audition for a role, maybe something real small and minor, because I have no acting experience, and I'm pretty sure if I tried it, I would be terrible at it. But nonetheless, I understand how horror movies work. And I'm also incredibly hard to scare because of that, because I've watched them for so long that nothing a horror movie has done at this point can be original or scary, in my opinion. So, being able to impress me is something that I feel that they really want to do, because that means that they're going to be impressing hardcore fans, and that's who they want to appeal to. And I think that's awesome. This is an opportunity that I never would have seen come up for myself. I have no real writing experience except for doing some blogs, and I wrote some articles for a couple of video game websites a few years ago. Now those websites are shut down, but it was good fun, and I'm not a bad writer, but I've never done anything like this, so I have no idea where to start. But, screw it. I can help, I can offer opinion and at least be a consultant, that would be awesome. So what I want to say to you is, if something like that comes up, even if you don't have the experience, even if you're not sure whether or not you can do it, jump on it. You never know when something like that is going to come up again. I have no clue if I'll ever be able to do something like this ever again in my entire life. So while I have the time to do it, I'm going to fucking do it. I'm going to be involved in it in some way. So I'm going to go this weekend. I'm going to check it out. I'll give you guys a little heads up. Maybe tweet it out some, what's going on and all that jazz. And maybe I'll do some videos about it and talk about it some. I feel that would be pretty cool to kind of share that experience. So let me know what you guys think down below. If you have any questions about the show, I'll leave a link to their Facebook page so you can go check them out. And let me know. You know, just share with me what you think, and share with me what your favorite horror movie is. I want to know that too. You guys take it easy. It's been Azazel.